Hello guys, it's Ryan Ho back in the video. Today I want to talk about smart rings, and these are two smart rings. This is the Nova ring and the Luna ring, and these are pretty much like smart rings that really help track your health. I kind of want to compare them since have tried at least 3 different brands already. But the Nova ring, I think what makes this one stand out amongst the pack is that it's actually the cheapest one that I've tried. This is only about $200, so it is significantly cheaper than the other ones. They're around $300. The functionality is pretty similar. Maybe some accessories you get is a little less, but really for $200, you're getting a smart ring that really tracks your stuff. And I think the thing that, a lot of people like about these kind of health rings, at least for me, is it tracks your sleep, but it also tracks your usual stuff like your steps. It can track your heart rate as well. It can do even more in-depth analysis as well. And the other thing that this one does as well is it's, made of titanium as well for $200. And this has this almost like shining titanium. It's not really mixed with anything like gold or anything like my other ring. So I find it in general, it just doesn't really scratch that much. I feel like it's very sturdy, and I feel like the texture of it is pretty much similar to the first day I got it. That's something I noticed about just having a pure titanium ring. So if you're looking for that, I think that's really special and sturdy about it. Yeah, so the charging mechanism is just this little ring, and then you kind of just attach it right here. And with magnets, it kind of attaches on there. So it kind of just sits on the floor or wherever you have it, kind of like ready to be kind of plucked. It's a really easy, nice kind of attachment. It just kind of gets stuck and magnetized to it. And then if I actually plug this in, it actually lights up as well, letting you know that it's actually charged. So when it's plugged in right now, you can see that it's lighting up as it's getting charged. So it'll be green when it's full, obviously. So the thing I like about the ring over an Apple Watch is, first of all, the battery life. As you can see, my watch is kind of running out of battery. It's like 16% near the end of the day, while a ring can last actually 5 to 7 days, which is really, really nice. So that's something that definitely makes a difference. The other thing is, for a lot of people, they just don't really want to wear a watch. But not everyone wants to wear the smartwatch all the time. Some people would rather wear an automatic watch. So you can kind of, differentiate yourself, or some people just rather wear no watch at all. So I think those are definitely different options that people have. So having a smart ring, you can still track all your kind of essential health stats, but you don't actually need to wear the watch. So I think that's where it really comes in. And of course, like I said, the battery life is still longer. So I think it gives you a little bit more options to kind of accessorize or just, declutter, because the watch is definitely a lot heavier than a ring. That's something that's also a difference that can kind of happen. I mean, personally for me, it depends on me. Sometimes I'll wear both, honestly, my smartwatch and my ring at the same time, just because I feel like a smartwatch, when you get notifications, it is kind of nice, especially. But, for me, it just really depends. If you're going to a fancier outing, I mean, having a nicer watch is definitely something I would rather wear, and just wear a ring instead during those type of times. All right, so we have our activity for the day. So how much I did. So I have 3,470 steps. I burned 385 kcals in 27 minutes of activity. You get a recovery score. It's kind of just based off of how much you worked out and how many steps you did and stuff like that. And then divide by how much sleep you had, essentially. So it kind of figures out a score of how well you kind of recovered. You can do a daily tag where you essentially kind of describe how your day went and stuff like that. We also have the sleep. So I obviously didn't sleep that much. I feel like every time I do these type of ring things, you always see how much I don't sleep, honestly. But that's why I kind of like these rings, because I don't sleep that well. So this kind of tells me, how can I improve? And when I can actually get 8 hours of sleep, it's I'm actually chilling. But yeah, so I only slept 5 hours and 14 minutes. You kind of click into it and it says okay, I slept at 3:10. So yeah, obviously I should sleep earlier. And then I woke up at 8:42. So yeah, I definitely did not get a full good night of sleep. But hey, look, my sleep efficiency is 94%. My timing's poor. I wonder why. 3 a.m. probably not great. But sleep latency, I fell asleep in 7 minutes. That's pretty crazy, right? But yeah, this definitely is useful. I kind of like that score a lot. Like I said, you can do things like your heart rate. So it kind of shows you how your heart rate is during day, how it's performed over time. During lunch, I was walking around getting my lunch, you know what I'm saying? So my heart rate was a little higher at 12, but yeah, it gives you your blood oxygen as well, your HRV, as well as your stress level, which is interesting. I don't think I've ever seen it say that I'm actually stressed, but maybe it's just because I'm never stressed at all, or I pretend I'm not stressed, but I'm always stressed, but I can never tell. But yeah, it has those different type of statistics. You can also see the statistics in a little bit more detail by going into the different ones over here. So this one gives you more like the recovery, your sleep ratio, gives you tons of stats that you can honestly evaluate. You can get a little bit more about your sleep quality score, poor as always. You have the ratio, kind of, what my heart rate was when I was sleeping. It has your biological clock, which is kind of bad, but it's saying also the time to sleep at 1:30 a.m. to 2:30, probably because I haven't been sleeping that early. And then we have a HRV. It even has your temperature as well. So that's kind of nice that it kind of tells you that. It tells you how much you move when you sleep, which is pretty crazy, right? But these are just interesting stats that I find that I know personally, I feel like looking at this, I can hopefully improve my sleep score, but I've been saying that for a while, and I definitely have some more work to do. So we have meditation over here. So you can, the different things that I guess can help you, sleep better, do things. I think it's just activities, honestly, that you can try if you want to. And then, of course, here you can see like your stats, my work email and stuff like that, and then stuff you can connect it to, your battery life and stuff like that. Another thing worth noting is that you can actually track your exercise, right? So if you're trying to work out, you can start your exercise, and then you can kind of track it, so you have like GPS walking or just normal walking if you don't want to track with the GPS. And I also want to mention, these type of new rings nowadays, they don't actually have subscriptions, so you don't need to like have all your stats like hidden behind a paywall where you got to pay them like $5 or $7 a month, which is pretty ridiculous. Like some of the major players out there just trying to kind of charge you a subscription service. These do not have that at all. So I think that's one good reason why a lot of people would want to buy these rings over the, I guess, more popular ones. I think like Oura Ring like that, they cost you money, which a lot of people don't want to pay. So the real question is really, what is my real life experience with this ring and how is it? Honestly, the stats works well. The real life battery life is 5 to 7 hours. I easily got at least 5 hours depending on how much time we're doing to 7 hours. So it really depends on how active you are. I think it definitely triggers it a lot, especially if you're like testing a lot of the different rates. So the battery life could vary. But honestly, in comparison to like the Lunar Ring that I've had, I mean, this one is actually $300 and this one is $200. And sometimes you can get this even cheaper. That like, honestly, the price difference, I find them to be very similar. I actually do find that the titanium ring, like I said, scratches less than this gold ring because this has to be, I mean, gold is a really soft metal because if you're mixing titanium and gold, it's not going to be as sturdy. So that's definitely something that, if you care about scratches and stuff, this one doesn't really scratch as much, at least from my experience. The charging experience is actually a lot better on this ring because like this ring, the Lunar Ring, I actually have to like line it up properly in order to charge it. So that kind of, takes a little bit. I gotta figure out which side it is, flip on the right side, versus, the charging experience on this, the Nova Ring is a lot easier, right? It just kind of like attaches like this, and it's like a lot easier to kind of put in there versus this one. I could definitely kind of mess it up a few times. So I find that the charging experience is just easier on a Nova Ring, and the fact that it kind of is like elevated, kind of like is raised, it makes it look a little nicer next to your bedstand where you can just kind of pull it off and stuff like that. So I find it to be a little bit fancier in that sense. I mean, there's definitely different app differences between these two. I guess notably the difference really is like there's AI, I guess, for the Lunar Ring. I don't know if that really matters to a lot of people because I mean, I personally don't really use the AI stuff that much. But besides that, the apps are pretty similar. They give you a pretty similar amount. Maybe the layout's a little bit different. They all kind of do this type of like score, sleep score out of like 100 type of stuff going on. But more or less, you get kind of the similar type of functionality just for a kind of more affordable price. I think that's really where the Nova Ring lies, is that, you get pure titanium and a cheaper price than the other competitors, but it still functions the same. So I think if you're looking for a more affordable option, that's where I think this ring kind of lies.